Welcome in, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. For those of you that are new, welcome in, guys. Hope everybody's doing great. So Sagittarius, this is going to be your mid-June reading, good till the end of June, but time is fluid. So if you're drawn in by the title, don't be dissuaded by the timestamp. As always, guys, though, general reads, just keep that in mind. Cross watchers, you know the drill. Same thing for you, Sagittarius. It feels like I'm talking about you versus your person. I'm going to take a look at current feelings, how you're feeling about the person on your mind, how they're feeling, actions for mid to end of June. And as well, I'll pull some messages from your person's higher self at the end of the reading. So definitely stay tuned for that, especially if you're in no contact with somebody. Maybe check that out. So let's dive on in here. I'm using a different deck, so I do have to cut. All right, how's this person feeling about Sagittarius, please? Sagittarius's feelings. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords. And Sag's feelings. Emperor, Two of Pentacles. All right. So it definitely looks like this person's rushing in here, Sagittarius, towards you. I feel like, whatever happened between you and them has been really weighing on their mind here. So it looks to me like if you and this person were in not speaking recently, it definitely looks like there is going to be some communication for sure. This person really wants to heal the situation with you. So I feel like, you and this person may have had some sort of falling out. I feel like maybe at first this person might come across as being a little bit up in your business, I want to say. But they have something that, they really need to get off their chest here with that Four of Swords. So, this person either kind of wants closure with you or, to come to some sort of middle ground, to kind of like meet in the middle. How you're feeling here is coming through here as the Page of Swords. So I feel like you are, the sword is up. So I feel like you have been thinking about this person, this situation. You probably maybe were not feeling great about it either. Definitely somebody might have been, a little bit stubborn or like kind of sitting in their ego a little bit here with the Emperor card, going back and forth and, really thinking about, something that was done or said in the 3D here with that Queen of Pentacles. So maybe, you were kind of up in the air about how you felt about this person for a while here. But I feel like you are, kind of seeing the errors of your ways here a little bit, Sagittarius, about, maybe how you reacted, going back and forth whether or not you want to give this person another chance as well. Let's ask about actions. What actions is this person going to take towards Sagittarius in mid to end of June? I definitely feel like you're going to get a message here soon because it's really been weighing on this person's mind. But, oops, these cards are feeling a little bit shaky for some reason. I don't know. I'm getting shaky, so maybe this person is really nervous about coming towards you. All right, let's ask about actions. What actions is this person going to take? So we have the Two of Cups coming out, Eight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like, whatever happened in the past between you and them here, Sagittarius, it definitely looks to me like this person feels like, they may have like overreacted in some way. But they are really missing you here. I like that they're showing up here in their actions as the Two of Cups because I feel, sometimes the Two of Cups can represent two people that are a little bit different or have different opinions or perspectives on a situation. So I feel like each of you were kind of maybe looking at the situation in a different way or in a different light. So again, I'm getting strong misunderstanding between you and your person. So I feel like, this person felt like maybe the best thing that they could do was to kind of like go in a different direction, you know, or this person feels like they've probably had some time to think about their actions, about how they were not really that consistent in their behavior or just in their friendship. Or this kind of gives me the energy of, you know, you kind of rely on somebody to kind of be there for you. So I feel like somebody wasn't there for somebody else, maybe in a time of need. And that definitely may have pissed you off here, Sagittarius. And I don't know, you just maybe felt like this person wasn't really all that supportive, you know? They weren't really valuing you on some level. And I feel like this person, you know, is feeling like, you know, they do actually care about you still. They do have feelings for you. And, you know, what went down is really weighing on them, you know? Let's ask, what is this person? I'm just going to give a quick shuffle. What does this person actually want from Sagittarius? What does this person want from Sagittarius? All right, let's see what we get here. What does this person want from Sagittarius? Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this person wants to, you know, spend some time together, explore things with each other, get back on track. I'm hearing. Why the Page of Wands? I just want to get one more card here. Why the Page of Wands and what this person wants with Sagittarius? Yeah, I'm kind of getting like, I want to give this one more chance, or give this a chance, give us a chance. Tell me more about the Page of Wands here. Yeah, and heal the situation. So yeah, that's my wish. The Star card coming out could be dealing with an Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like this person, you know, has really been thinking about you. We have the Seven of Cups. So I feel like, you know, this is kind of giving me like dream-like energy. So, you know, this dream that the two of you may have had to be together. I feel like this person's really in the energy of thinking about like, could I really see myself being in a long-term relationship with Sagittarius, and like, would I be happy? You know, I really need to give this a shot, see if this can actually grow into something stable, you know, that Ace of Pentacles into the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like, you know, this person is kind of coming from a good space. So I don't know. You're going to need to make a decision here, Sagittarius, whether or not you want to give this person another chance. How is Sagittarius going to feel about this? How is Sagittarius going to feel about this? Are they going to be happy? Are they going to be sad? How is Sagittarius going to feel? How is Sagittarius going to feel about this person's offer here, Spirit? Four of Wands, you're going to be happy. Like, I feel like you want to be in a long-term relationship with this person. 1111, for those of you on that journey. High Priestess, I feel like maybe a lot of you know that this person was going to try and make a comeback here. Like, intuitively. Very intuition, spot on here with the Nine of Cups. So, yeah, I feel like this person in the past has been kind of like holding back on you. But again, I feel like they're kind of overwhelmed here with like passion. So that kind of gives me the energy that this person's feeling like, I need to do something now. I can't, you know, maybe a lot of time is already kind of passed, or as each day passes, this person feels more pressure here to kind of make a move, to do something to rectify the situation between the two of you. Because the longer it takes, the harder the comeback, right? Is really what I'm getting. So I do feel like for some of you, this really gives me, obviously reconciliation vibes. Um, and it looks to me like you're going to be happy here, Sagittarius. So I feel like this is somebody that you do want back, or that you do want to entertain the possibility of. For some of you, if this is an ex, you might have been previously married to this person. So I don't know. So this is kind of like you and them bringing your family back together for some of you. Let's get some messages from this person. What is something Sagittarius may not know? It's not going to be for all of you, but if you were previously married to this person, this just might be somebody that you're in a relationship with, or you wanted to be in a relationship with. Messages from this person to Sagittarius, please. We got, I couldn't let you get close to me. I will wait for a sign from you. I left you before you could leave me. Anything else? I feel you even though we are apart. And I remember every detail of that day. And bottom of the deck is I wish things could be different. So I do feel like this person's feeling the pressure, like I mentioned, to take some action. We have a lot of action cards coming through in your reading. So I definitely feel like you're going to definitely hear from this person. Absolutely, not a doubt in my mind here that they are going to reach out. And again, I feel like they just can't take it anymore. And as long, the longer it is, like I mentioned, the harder it is, right, to come back. So, and it definitely looks like that this person, is really understanding, like I mentioned already, about how they show up, that they were inconsistent in the past and not willing to put in the time and the effort that was required for this relationship to grow. They're recognizing that, which I like. So it looks to me like you're going to be happy here, Sagittarius, at the outcome for sure. So I do like it. So yeah, I'm liking it. So I guess for those of you that don't want reconciliation with this person, I guess, maybe hear this person out, see what they have to say, and make, the best decision for yourself. I mean, at the end of the day, you have free will. You don't have to let this person back in your life, but it looks like they're wanting to show up here for you. All right, guys, I'm going to end your reading here. Hopefully it resonated. If it did resonate, if you could let me know just as a reader by hitting the like button, or, putting an emoji in the comments or making a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I do personal reads, so feel free to reach out to me. I do have some space still left in June, for the end of June. So it's just sayit'ssoultarot@gmail.com. The email address is in the description on my homepage and in this reading as well. So, all right, guys, I look forward to seeing you in July. So take care.